It is Wednesday, May 12th. I'm not really sure where May has gone. Most of it is, I don't know, just keeps happening. Next thing you know, May will be over and it'll be my birthday month. I'm just putting that out there. Today, we've got like 5 or 6 real fun DC stories. We'd love for you to join us in today. I'm Tommy McFly.
I'm Kelly Collis, and we've got some breaking news about gas. There is gasoline, where you can get gasoline. There's not a shortage, but everyone's freaking out.
Yes.
Also super psyched that the Caps are going to the playoffs, and we have an announcement about what it looks like when you go to the stadium. Thanks to Mayor Bowser, more people can go. And there's a missing tiger. Don't worry, we have Carole Baskin is here to shame us.
Yeah, in case you're thinking about getting a tiger for a pet, bad kitty. No, don't do that. Also, Meghan Markle signed up with one of her past enemies. A restaurant in DC is closing due to cicada season, and I have a new favorite children's show that I'm not even sorry about, and I want to share it with you this morning.
Live from DC. Broadcasting around the Beltway and beyond, it's Tommy and Kelly made in DC on the Real Fun DC channel and on demand anytime, anywhere you get your podcasts.
All right, Cal, let's do this. I also want to say hey to everyone leaving comments and getting involved watching the show live. It's also put up as a podcast. Just search Tommy and Kelly anywhere you get your podcast in case you miss one of our live shows. And let's talk about gas, because isn't that always a favorite topic?
Yes. And I guess, well, Tommy, I'll let the floor be yours because you really wanted to talk about it this morning.
Yeah, Alexandria, you've got gas. All right, Alexandria, it's going to be fine. So yesterday I went to dinner with my friends Susanna and Heather, and I'm driving home around like 9:30, 9:45, and I make a right on King Street, and all of the gas stations had like lines into the street. I thought they were giving away free Twinkies or something. I don't know what was happening. And then I realized like, oh, right, people are panicking over the pipeline situation, which is nothing to laugh about. It is not funny, but I just want to reiterate that Energy Secretary Granholm says it's going to be fine.
It's not that we have a gasoline shortage. It's that we have this supply crunch and that things will be back to normal soon, and that we're asking people not to hoard and know that we are all over this.
Yes. Don't hoard, people. Everyone needs to calm down. Yeah. So we are going to be fine. Apparently the pipeline was hacked. They have figured out to run efficiently. They should be up and running, and everything should be caught up by the end of today.
I'm nervous that it's the same folks who now have 78 cases of toilet paper in their attic that are the ones who are filling up the gas. And I saw like a photo online of people like filling up gas cans for the back of their truck. Maybe don't do that. Maybe just let's not do that.
Yes, everyone needs to calm down.
Have enough gas to get like your kid to the hospital or like whatever you need. But like,
way to go dark, Tommy.
I'm just saying, well, listen, my dad's a cop. I'm always prepared for that kind of stuff. Like, you never should be below half a tank, but I don't think you need to have like 78 containers of gas sloshing around in the back of your Prius. I'm just saying is all.
Well, if you have a Prius, you don't need to worry really about that.
People get weird when things get scarce.
I know, but isn't it an electric car?
Yes, but there may be industrial entrepreneurs who want to end up selling some of that stuff.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about some good news. The Stanley Cups are starting, the playoffs. Well, and of course, the Caps are in it on Saturday night. It will be on NBC. Super excited. They're going to be playing the Bruins. Also, on the heels of the Stanley Cup playoffs beginning, Mayor Bowser announced that 25% stadium capacity for the Caps fans on Saturday night. Super, super exciting. Just a great way to start off the Stanley Cup season. And of course, I must mention, because it all comes back to the Nats eventually, the Nats have gotten 36% approval for their game starting on Saturday, which is about 14,000 people.
That's awesome. It's going to sound like a game.
It is. And then on June 11th is the magical date here in DC that everything's going to be at full capacity.
Love to see it.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. And of course, it's great to hear about the restaurants also being able to be at 100% capacity starting in about a week. So
super awesome.
It feels great. So well done, everybody, from getting your vaccinations to doing all the things you needed to do to stay safe.
Yeah. Also, Kelly, I saw on your Instagram story that you might have helped out some baseball fans enjoy a baseball experience without using proper nouns and names.
Yes, they enjoyed the game last night.
Very cool. Very cool. Because we have access to baseball fun, and sometimes we like to share the baseball fun with other people, even though we're not allowed to technically give baseball fun to people. Baseball fun is something everyone should enjoy. And if you have access to baseball fun, just follow Kelly on Instagram at City Shop Girl. And sometimes she just like some baseball fun falls out of her purse.
I know. It's amazing.
Was it 7:05 baseball fun or was it 4:05 baseball fun?
7:05 last night, but the Nats fell to Philadelphia. Bryce Harper had a pretty good game there. Yeah. I know.
Hey, if you're thinking about maybe getting a tiger, don't do that. And Carole Baskin of Tiger King fame is here to shame you if you thought about getting a tiger. So there's this tiger that's on the loose in Houston. And I know we don't really talk about things that are Texas that much, but I'll make it DC because Carole Baskin has been to Capitol Hill to lobby for Congress. So there you go. I made it DC. And this tiger's still on the loose. Guy had a tiger. It jumped the fence. People in the Houston neighborhood were like, hey, there's a tiger. And then the authorities came, and then he put the tiger in an SUV and like took off with the tiger. They got him, didn't get the tiger. So now the tiger's prowling is basically what's going on.
It's such a bizarre story. I don't understand how a tiger is just like walking through the streets of Houston. I don't understand. Like in this day and age with like Instagram and everyone posting, like no one has spotted this tiger. It's gonna be like the new like Yeti or Bigfoot. I mean, how the heck has this tiger gotten away?
That's a really good point. That someone wouldn't have seen the tiger and been like, "Oh, well, let's post a little tiger pic."
Yeah,
Jonathan,
or Nest cameras, or
I
something.
love our people. I love our people in the comments. Is the tiger's name Tony? We're not sure if the
no,
tiger's
it's
Tony.
I know the name of the tiger. The tiger's name is actually India because the person associated with the tiger said that the name of the tiger was India. So, yeah. So there's that.
The tiger also answers to "Here, kitty, kitty, kitty."
Oh yeah, I would. Don't do that, children. Don't do that.
That was a joke. And speaking of, Carole Baskin went on CNN to shame those who might want to get a tiger.
Tigers are hardwired to roam hundreds of square miles, so there's no cage that's going to be sufficient for them. And the only reason that people have tigers as pets is to try and show off to others that they are more powerful than the most powerful creature on the planet. That already tells you that the kind of people who own tigers are really dangerous, reckless people.
She might as well have said the people who own tigers are the same men who buy Hummers.
I don't know about that, but look about Mike Tyson in not Wedding Crashers, in the movie in Las Vegas. Had the hangover, right? He owns a tiger that they steal. Like, you don't mess around with a tiger.
No, you don't. Big small cat energy if you own a tiger is what I think Carole Baskin is saying.
Well, I'm glad she is getting her another 15 minutes of fame here with this missing tiger.
Also, we are concerned about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry and their ability to make income now that they're not royals anymore. But Meghan Markle signed up with one of her past enemies.
Yeah, this is a really interesting story, and it is literally a word salad. So up on their website, Archwell, the Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's foundation has signed a multi-year global partnership with Procter & Gamble. They're going to focus on gender equality, more inclusive online spaces, and impact through sport. And then it goes on and on to say the word equality multiple times. I don't understand how all this is going to work, but Procter & Gamble has a lot of money, and they were very integral in part of the vaccination celebrity thing that they did last weekend. So maybe it's coming from there. But we must remember that Meghan Markle got her first start to fame by attacking Procter & Gamble when she was just a child.
On Nickelodeon News. And as an elder millennial, Nickelodeon News just makes my heart sing.
Women are fighting greasy pots and pans.
And I said, wait a minute, how could somebody say that? I think I'll write a letter.
So she was not happy about Ivory Soap saying women are the ones doing all the dishwashing. And then she writes the letter.
Dear Sir, last week at my school, we decided to watch the news for social studies. While through the channels, we saw a commercial for the new Ivory Clear dishwashing liquid. In the commercial, they said women are battling grease, meaning only women do dishes.
Procter & Gamble.
I know. And now she's in a partnership with them. So I don't know what all this means, but way to go. Congratulations on the new gig, Harry and Meghan. I know you just add this to your empire.
Well, I wonder if the president that was there back then is still like involved in some way, or if there's people who remember that day, because Meghan Markle, as a kid, got her way.
So I was wondering if you would be able to change your commercial to people all over America. Thank you, Meghan Markle.
3 months after Meghan wrote to the president of the company, Procter & Gamble changed the commercial.
I mean, wow.
Yeah, I think that they should just hire more 11-year-olds to audit their commercials rather than spending all this money on Meghan and Harry.
You know what? Talk about like some very harsh critics. 11-year-olds know what's up, and they will say what's on their mind.
For sure.
People weren't really sure what to expect last Saturday night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elon Musk.
When I don't even know what to call him, a cryptocurrency man, tech billionaire, future astronaut, space explorer, electric car guy. What do you even call a potential super villain in the future? I don't know. What do you call Elon Musk?
A businessman.
Okay,
how about that?
right. There you go.
Yeah, so he hosted SNL last week, and we're learning now that the ratings, he was number 3 of all time of Saturday Night Live, and he's just behind Dave Chappelle. Of course, that was just an amazing performance, and Chris Rock. I mean, that's incredible.
Wait, of all time ever or this season?
Yes. Making the season's 3rd most watched episode.
Okay, so of this season. But still, that's insane.
7.3 million viewers.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So, and you figure too, like I watch SNL on like Sunday morning on YouTube. So you feel like there's going to be more people who watched it later on.
I think he did an incredible job. He wore many characters. He seemed to make fun of himself. He announced that he had Asperger's. I mean, first Asperger host, as far as publicly that has said that. I mean, it was pretty interesting. I think all eyes were on him and what he was going to do.
So I think he did a good job as like a businessman signing up to like host it. I personally was like, there's probably better, funnier people who could do it. Like, why isn't Pink hosting? I'm just saying is all.
She could host and be the musical guest.
Yeah, I'm just saying is all. But I think a lot of people I think you had like half people who like love watched it and like half people who like hate watched it. But either way, SNL's like, haha, gotcha. And I did love how he did a great job in the skits that he was in, but also they like made fun of him too. So I feel like not to be like they're like balanced in their coverage, but I do feel like they did a good job of I think both factions of people who watched it, I think got something out of it.
For sure.
Way to go, SNL. They're going to make it someday. Speaking of not making it, or also just using this cicada moment as an appropriate thing, a restaurant in DC is closing down due to cicada season. So this restaurant just got a Michelin star, Little Pearl, and it's on Capitol Hill. And Washingtonian reports that because Brewdex is coming and they have like 80% outdoor seating, they're going to take like 4 weeks and close it down while the cicadas are roaming about.
I don't understand this story with restaurants like struggling to make ends meet. Why would you? It's not going to be that bad.
Right, but they're also like using it for mostly because of the cicadas. Now the restaurant told Washingtonian that they also have to they have like a refresh of the restaurant coming. They had to do some remodeling. There was some like repairs that had to happen to the restaurant, and also with COVID, like they're a Michelin starred like casually restaurant fine dining word salad place that has a tasting menu, and so they had to shift a lot of things with pandemic for carryout and everything. So now they're going to take that time to like restructure their kitchen and their dining room and like do some fixes that they've been meaning to do. But like way to like capitalize and like, call it cicada closure. And then everyone's like, oh no, restaurants are closing because of cicadas. They're not. It's just good marketing.
Yes, very good marketing. So don't let the cicadas stop your life.
Yeah, way to go, Aaron Silverman from Little Pearl. Nice job. I'm excited about the cicada thing over just all over, right? You've got like the cicada bingo happening in Fairfax. You've got all these people getting excited about cicadas.
Until it's here.
Right. I wasn't here 17 years ago, but Kelly, you were. So I feel like
I still haven't really. I've only seen a couple cicadas in our neighborhood and they're moving very slow.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like here and there, but we don't have the chirping yet. We'll see. I just think it's still so cold for them to come out, but
yeah,
they're saying that they're not really going to show up around Nats Park. I read this, bringing back to the Nationals, because there's been so much construction there. Like everything's been dug up. So if you're planning on going to a Nats game, there will be few cicadas there.
So theoretically, like places that have been developed over the last 17 years, think like
Okay,
downtown and think
yeah.
like Tyson's Corner, Bethesda, probably not going to have a lot of cicadas running around over there. But if you go out to Mount Vernon, giddy
Yeah.
up. They haven't touched
Yes.
that place in like 200 years.
Yeah, there'll be lots of cicadas.
I want to just flag for you my absolute new favorite children's show, and just let me land on this. So later on today, on Wednesday, I'm hosting a summit for the Partnership for a Healthier America.
Hey everyone, please join me, Waffles and Mochi, and a whole bunch of other friends and characters at this year's Summit for the Partnership for a Healthier America.
Pretty sure Michelle Obama just called me a character, and I'm totally fine with it. But the Partnership for a Healthier America is helping, obviously, kids in underserved areas, kids across the country learn about healthier meals. And then they're even working with like cities like Cleveland and Atlanta to get kids in underserved areas meal kits that have healthy foods in them. But Waffles and Mochi, the Netflix show, which Michelle Obama is producing and part of, Waffles and Mochi are going to be on the show today. So I get to host a show with some puppets. So that's going to be great. And I spent some time, Kelly, and I sat down and I watched Waffles and Mochi, and I'm obsessed.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
They're just so cute. So the backstory is they Waffles and Mochi are creatures from the frozen food section. Like, so they grew up in a freezer, and they've always wanted to be chefs, but all they had to make in the freezer was ice because it's a freezer. And then one day they got in like the delivery truck, and they got taken to Mrs. Obama's supermarket, and then they're learning about all the different foods. But the show is just so damn cute. I can't even tell you. Like, I, as a 34-year-old adult, laughed out loud at some of the Waffles and Mochi jokes. So I just want to put it on your radar. If you're looking for something to watch that is like an escape from the universe, it's a really great show. And I'm so excited to work with Waffles and Mochi today.
And way to go for the Mochi lobbying group to like put Mochi on the map.
There you go. Right. Like, I mean, Kale had its moment, and now Mochi's having its moment. It was, and in the first episode, if you watch it on Netflix, Jose Andres is in there. Waffles and Mochi take their magic cart and they fly to Washington, and he teaches them how to make gazpacho.
That's good. I guess no one's gonna be making chicken and waffles.
Probably not. No, probably not chicken and waffles. Probably no Mochi on the plate. Oh, and they also went to the Mazzeria, the deaf-owned pizza place. They're the one in San Francisco, but we had one that opened up on 8th Street by Gallaudet, and they learned about sign language. They learned about tomatoes. It was just so stinking cute. I can't even tell you. I don't know, maybe it was like I had a really long week and I was feeling very juvenile, but my goodness, it was awesome to watch.
More proof that you are a man-child, Tommy.
I am who I am, Kelly. We'll be right back. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, don't forget, if you want to catch any of our past episodes on the Real Fun DC app, you can search them there. Our other shows as well, like Industry Night with Nikki Nellis, Family Face Off, Yes, Another Podcast, Neeks at Night, or this hee-haw that we do. It's anywhere you get your podcast. Just search Tommy and Kelly anywhere you get your podcast if you want to get more of this. Can't imagine why you wouldn't. You could also visit realfundc.com.
See?